Imagine finding out that something you keep in your kitchen right now is quietly poisoning your blood. Something you use almost every single day. Something you add to your food specifically because you believe it makes your meals taste better and your body feel stronger. And it is quietly and systematically destroying your kidneys after the age of 60. Does that sound extreme? Unfortunately, it is not. At least three of the ingredients I am about to describe are sitting in your pantry or refrigerator right now, tonight. And one of them, the one I will reveal last as number one on this list, is something your doctor may have actually encouraged you to consume more of. Every single year, over 800,000 adults in the United States alone are diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. And here is the most frightening part. For the majority of them, the damage did not come from rare illness or genetic misfortune. It came from common kitchen ingredients they consumed day after day, year after year, believing they were harmless, or worse, believing they were healthy. In the next minutes, I am going to show you the everyday kitchen ingredients that are silently destroying your kidney function and poisoning your blood after 60. And more importantly, I will show you what to replace them with starting tonight. What you are about to learn is not exaggeration. It is not fear-mongering. It is medical reality backed by research from the world's most respected institutions. And the number one ingredient on this list reduces kidney function by up to 42% faster according to research published in JAMA. That number alone should make you stay until the end. If you are over 60, this message could literally save your life. My name is Dr. Nathan Cross. I have spent over 2 decades in nephrology, the study of kidney health, working specifically with adults over 60. If that is your age group, what we are about to cover is the most important conversation about your kidneys you may ever hear. I have been in medicine for over 20 years, and this is the conversation I wish every patient had before it was too late. What I am about to share with you contradicts what most people believe about healthy eating, and I am done staying quiet about it. Every week, I share life-saving health information explained clearly for adults over 60. If you have not already, subscribe now. What we are about to cover is exactly why this channel exists. Here is something most people do not realize, and this is crucial if you are over 60. Your kidneys are actually at their most vulnerable not during illness, not during extreme exertion, but during the quiet, everyday act of eating. Not during the moments you worry about. During the moments you assume are completely safe. Every single thing you swallow passes through your blood, and your kidneys filter that blood, all of it, every drop, every day, over 400 times. That means your kidneys process roughly 200 liters of blood every 24 hours. This damage does not announce itself. It builds for months, for years, for decades, and by the time you feel something wrong enough to visit a doctor, it is almost always too late. In the overwhelming majority of cases, you have already lost 50% or more of your kidney function. That number is permanent. The 5-year survival rate for stage 4 kidney disease is less than 40%. That number is why everything I am about to show you matters so much, and here is what terrifies me most as a kidney doctor. At least 3 of the ingredients I am about to name are in your kitchen right now. You probably used one of them today. Now let us begin with the 5th most dangerous kitchen ingredient for your kidneys after 60, processed deli meats. Many people do not see this as dangerous. They think, I am just making a sandwich. Maybe some turkey slices for lunch, a few pieces of ham with crackers in the evening, a quick wrap before bed. It is convenient, it is affordable, and it feels like a perfectly reasonable protein source for someone trying to stay healthy. But here is what most people do not realize. Processed deli meats are loaded with sodium phosphate, a preservative that your kidneys must work overtime to remove from your blood. After age 60, your kidneys have already lost roughly 20 to 30% of their filtering capacity through normal aging. Sodium phosphate forces them to work harder than they safely can. The phosphate enters your bloodstream, and when your kidneys cannot clear it fast enough, it binds with calcium. This creates microcyte deposits that calcify your blood vessel walls from the inside. A major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed over 9,000 adults for 12 years. The results were disturbing. Adults over 60 who consumed processed meats 3 or more times per week had a 48% higher risk of chronic kidney disease. Those who rarely ate them were significantly safer. Think of your kidneys like two overworked filters in an old house. Every slice of processed meat is like pouring calcium powder through those filters. Over time, they do not just clog, they harden. And once they harden, no amount of water or medicine reverses that damage. I once treated a 72-year-old man who ate deli sandwiches nearly every day for lunch. He came to me complaining of swollen ankles and fatigue. His blood work revealed stage 3 kidney disease. His phosphate levels were dangerously elevated. He had no idea his lunch habit was destroying his kidneys from the inside. We caught it in time to slow the progression, but the damage already done was permanent. If you are over 60, how many times did you eat processed deli meat just this week? Be honest with yourself. Write the real number in the comments, because that number tells you exactly how much hidden stress you have been placing on your kidneys without knowing it. The good news is this: replacing processed meats with fresh cooked chicken, turkey, or even canned low-sodium tuna removes the phosphate additive completely. Your kidneys feel the relief within days. Blood phosphate levels begin to normalize. It is one of the simplest swaps you can make tonight. Now, as serious as that was, the next ingredient is even more surprising because millions of people over 60 consume it every single morning, believing it protects their health. Now let us move to the fourth most dangerous kitchen ingredient: instant oatmeal packets. I know what you are thinking. Oatmeal is supposed to be healthy, and plain, whole grain oatmeal can be. But here is the part that surprises almost everyone. The instant flavored oatmeal packets that most people buy are hiding something your kidneys cannot tolerate after 60. These packets contain extremely high levels of added sugar, sodium, and phosphate-based additives. A single serving can contain more than 300 milligrams of sodium and 12 grams of added sugar. When you eat this every morning, your blood sugar spikes, insulin surges. Your kidneys are forced to filter excess glucose and sodium simultaneously, and here is what is happening inside your body. Excess blood sugar damages the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys called glomeruli. These are the microscopic filtering units. Once damaged, they do not regenerate. Research published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology studied over 15,000 adults. Those who consumed high glycemic processed breakfast foods daily had a 37% greater decline in kidney filtration rate over 10 years. Those who ate whole, unprocessed foods maintained significantly better function. Think of your glomeruli like a fine silk net. Every morning you pour sugary processed oatmeal into your system. It is like dragging sandpaper across that net. The holes get bigger. The net catches less. And eventually, toxins that should be filtered out of your blood start passing straight through into your body. I once treated a 67-year-old woman who was meticulous about her health. She exercised, she avoided fast food, and she ate instant maple-flavored oatmeal every single morning for over 15 years. When her annual blood work came back showing elevated creatinine, a key marker of kidney damage, she was devastated. She said, "But I thought oatmeal was the healthiest breakfast I could eat." She was right about oatmeal. She was wrong about the kind. The good news is this: switching from instant flavored packets to plain steel-cut or rolled oats eliminates the added sugar, sodium, and phosphate additives entirely. Add fresh berries for sweetness. Add a pinch of cinnamon. Your kidneys will thank you within weeks. This is one change you can make tomorrow morning. Now, the third ingredient on this list is one that will genuinely shock you. It is sitting on almost every kitchen table in America, in Europe, in Australia. Most people over 60 use it multiple times per day without a second thought. If you are over 65, pay very close attention to what comes next. The third most dangerous kitchen ingredient: common table salt. Now, before you say, I already know salt is bad, let me be very clear. This is not the conversation you have heard before. The danger I am about to explain goes far beyond high blood pressure, far beyond what most doctors take the time to explain in a 10-minute appointment. And here is what most people do not realize. After age 60, your kidneys lose the ability to efficiently excrete excess sodium. This is a biological fact of aging that almost nobody talks about. When you were 30, your kidneys could process a high sodium meal and restore balance within hours. After 60, that same meal can keep sodium elevated in your blood for 12 to 18 hours. During those hours, your blood volume increases, your blood pressure rises, but the real danger is what happens at the microscopic level. Excess sodium triggers direct inflammation in the kidney tubules, the tiny tubes inside your kidneys that reabsorb what your body needs and discard what it does not. Chronic sodium overload scars these tubules permanently. This is called tubulointerstitial fibrosis, and it is one of the leading causes of irreversible kidney failure in adults over 60. A landmark study published in The Lancet followed over 100,000 adults across 18 countries. The results were clear. Adults who consumed more than 5 grams of sodium per day had a 68% higher rate of kidney function decline compared to those who stayed below 3 grams. Think of your kidney tubules like tiny garden hoses. Salt, in excess, is like pouring acid slowly through those hoses year after year. The walls thin. They crack, they scar shut, and once a tubule scars closed, it never opens again. I remember a 74-year-old patient who came to me after collapsing at home. His wife called an ambulance. Blood work showed his kidneys were functioning at only 22%. His sodium intake was nearly double the recommended amount. He told me, I just salt my food the way I always have. What he did not realize is that his kidneys at 74 could no longer handle what they could at 44. That 30-year difference cost him most of his kidney function. If you are over 65, this is not something you can afford to ignore. How many times today alone did you add salt to your food? Think about it honestly. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. If that number is more than twice, your kidneys felt every single one. The fix is not complicated. Replace table salt with herbs, garlic powder, lemon juice, and small amounts of potassium-based salt substitutes if your doctor approves. Read nutrition labels. Most of your sodium is hiding in bread, canned soups, and condiments, not in what you add at the table. Reducing sodium intake by even 1 gram per day can slow kidney decline measurably within months. And now, as dangerous as excess salt is, the next ingredient is even more alarming because people over 60 are actually increasing their consumption of it, and they are doing so based on health advice they trust. The second most dangerous kitchen ingredient for your kidneys after 60: artificial sweeteners. This is where the real danger begins, and this one surprises almost everyone. Millions of adults over 60 switched from sugar to artificial sweeteners, believing they were making the smart, healthy choice. Diet sodas, sugar-free coffee additives, zero-calorie drink mixes, those little pink, blue, and yellow packets at every restaurant table. They did exactly what they were told to do. Cut the sugar, use the substitute. And here is the cruel irony that keeps me up at night as a kidney doctor. The very thing they switched to may be causing more kidney damage than what they gave up. Here is what is happening inside your body. Artificial sweeteners, particularly aspartame and sucralose, alter your gut microbiome. This disruption increases the production of uremic toxins, waste products that your kidneys must filter from your blood. In a healthy younger person, kidneys compensate. But after 60, when kidney reserve is already diminished, these additional toxins overwhelm the system. Research published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology followed over 3,000 women for 11 years. The results were disturbing. Women who consumed 2 or more artificially sweetened beverages per day experienced a 30% faster decline in kidney filtration rate compared to those who drank none. Think of artificial sweeteners as counterfeit currency being deposited into your bloodstream. Your kidneys are the bank. They have to process every single deposit, and when the counterfeit keeps coming, the bank's resources get drained trying to sort real from fake. Eventually, the whole system starts failing under the load. I once treated a 69-year-old woman who drank 4 diet sodas every single day. She was proud of avoiding sugar. She told me her doctor said to cut sugar, so she did. When her kidney function dropped to stage 3, she could not believe it. She said, "I did everything right. She did everything she was told, but nobody warned her about what the substitute was doing." The good news is this: water with fresh lemon, cucumber, or mint provides flavor without taxing your kidneys at all. Herbal teas, unsweetened, are another excellent choice. The transition takes about 2 weeks. After that, your palate adjusts, and those artificial drinks taste overwhelmingly chemical. Your kidneys begin recovering filtering capacity almost immediately. Now, everything I have shown you so far is dangerous, but the number one ingredient on this list is the one I have been waiting to tell you about. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video? That the most dangerous ingredient on this list is one most people over 60 consume specifically because they think it is healthy? This is it. And when I tell you what it is, you may not want to believe me. But the research is undeniable. The number one most dangerous kitchen ingredient poisoning your blood after 60, high-dose store-bought fruit juice. I know this one is difficult to hear. Fruit juice feels healthy. It feels natural. It feels like something a responsible person drinks. And that is precisely why it is so dangerous. Here is the truth nobody is telling you. Commercial fruit juices, even the ones labeled 100% natural, contain extraordinarily concentrated levels of fructose and potassium. A single glass of orange juice contains the fructose of 4 to 6 whole oranges, with none of the fiber that slows absorption. When that concentrated fructose hits your bloodstream, your liver converts it into uric acid. Uric acid is a waste product that your kidneys must clear. Chronically elevated uric acid crystallizes inside kidney tissue. It damages nephrons, the individual filtering units of your kidneys, directly. But there is a second danger happening simultaneously. The potassium concentration in commercial fruit juice is dangerously high for aging kidneys. After 60, your kidneys become less efficient at excreting potassium. When potassium builds up in your blood, a condition called hyperkalemia, it directly affects your heart rhythm. This can cause cardiac arrest. A major study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed over 8,000 adults with early-stage kidney disease. Those who consumed fruit juice daily had a 42% higher risk of progressing to advanced kidney disease within 5 years compared to those who ate whole fruits instead. Think of commercial fruit juice as a fire hose being pointed at a paper cup. Your kidneys are that cup. When you eat a whole orange, the fiber controls the flow. It is a gentle stream. When you drink the juice of 6 oranges at once, it is a blast of fructose, potassium, and uric acid that overwhelms the cup completely. Fluid spills everywhere. Damage is done before your body can respond. I remember a 71-year-old patient, a retired teacher, who drank 2 large glasses of orange juice every morning. She believed it was protecting her immune system and keeping her kidneys flushed. When I reviewed her labs, her uric acid was critically elevated. Her potassium was in the danger zone. Her kidney function had declined to 28%. She looked at me and said, "But my mother drank orange juice every day and lived to 89. I had to explain that her mother's kidneys at 60 were likely functioning at 80% or more. Hers were already compromised. The same habit in a different body was producing a completely different result. That conversation changed her life. Within 3 months of switching to whole fruits and water, her uric acid dropped by 35%. Her potassium stabilized. Her kidney decline slowed dramatically. She told me recently that she feels better at 72 than she did at 70. If you are over 60 and you drink fruit juice every day, I need you to hear me. I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying this because I care about your kidneys the same way I care about the kidneys of every patient who sits across from me. This is not about giving up fruit. Whole fruits with their fiber are protective and beneficial. It is the concentrated juice that is poisoning your blood. Switch to eating the fruit instead of drinking it. Add water, add herbal tea. Your kidneys will respond faster than you think. Now, before we wrap up, there are 5 rules I need you to hear, because without these, you could eliminate every one of those ingredients and still not get the full benefit. Rule 1. Hydration must be consistent, not concentrated. Drinking large amounts of water all at once does not help your kidneys. It actually stresses them. Your kidneys work best with a steady, even flow. Spread your intake across the entire day. Small, steady sips keep blood flowing smoothly through the kidney filters without sudden surges that force them to work overtime. Rule 2. Read every nutrition label for hidden phosphate additives. This is critical and most people skip it. Ingredients listed as sodium phosphate, calcium phosphate, or phosphoric acid are kidney toxins hiding in plain sight. They appear in cereals, frozen meals, bottled sauces, packaged bread, and even some medications. If you see the word phosphate on a label, put it back on the shelf. Rule 3. Never start a potassium salt substitute without your doctor's approval. I cannot stress this enough. If your kidneys are already compromised even slightly, adding potassium can push blood levels into the cardiac danger zone. This is not something to self-prescribe based on a video or an article. Get tested first. Rule 4. Get your kidney function tested with a simple blood test called GFR, glomerular filtration rate, at least once per year after age 60. This single test costs very little and reveals damage years before symptoms ever appear. Early detection changes everything. It is the difference between managing a condition and losing an organ. Rule 5. Medications you already take may be stressing your kidneys without you knowing. Common over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen and naproxen are nephrotoxic, meaning they damage kidney tissue directly with regular use. If you take them more than twice a week, talk to your doctor about safer alternatives. Your kidneys are already processing everything else. Do not add a chemical assault on top of it. These are not optional adjustments. Every one of these mistakes quietly cancels the results you are working toward. Let us quickly summarize the 5 kitchen ingredients that are silently poisoning your blood after 60. 5. Processed deli meats loaded with phosphate additives. 4. Instant flavored oatmeal hiding sugar and sodium. 3. Excess table salt scarring your kidney tubules. 2. Artificial sweeteners overwhelming your filtering system. 1. High-dose store-bought fruit juice flooding your blood with fructose and potassium. Each one alone is dangerous. Together, they create a perfect storm inside kidneys that are already working with diminished capacity. The truth is painful, but empowering. Much of the kidney damage happening in adults over 60 right now is not fate. It is not genetics you cannot control. It is preventable. You do not need expensive treatments. You do not need extreme diets or complicated protocols. You need awareness and consistency. And you now have both. Your kidneys have been working for you in complete silence every single day of your life, filtering your blood, removing waste, balancing every chemical in your system so your heart can beat, your brain can think, and your body can move without you ever having to ask. Never once complaining, never once asking for anything in return. They have been protecting you since the day you were born. 2 small organs, each no bigger than your fist, carrying the entire weight of keeping your blood clean and your body alive. And now, after 60 years, 70 years, 80 years of loyal service, it is your turn to protect them. Start giving something back. You know the ingredients, you know the swaps, you know the rules. Tonight is when it starts. Not next week, not after the holidays, not after your next doctor's appointment. Tonight. Because your kidneys cannot wait for a convenient time, and they deserve better than silence from the one person who can actually help them. Before you leave, I ask you to do 4 important things. First, subscribe to this channel. Every week, I share life-saving health information explained clearly for adults over 60. Second, like this video. It helps this message reach others who may not know their kidneys are under attack right now. Third, leave a comment. Write, I am protecting my kidneys starting tonight. Your commitment may inspire someone else to act before it is too late. And finally, share this video with someone you care about. A partner, a parent, a friend, a sibling. You may never know whose kidneys you save. This is Dr. Nathan Cross. Take care of your kidneys. They are the only two you will ever get, and right now, they need you as much as you have always needed them. I will see you in the next video.